The Sultana Education Foundation started out, we built our schooner, Sultana, and the idea was to take kids out to introduce them to Chesapeake Bay. And we launched the boat in 2001, and by 2004 we were totally at capacity. We could not take any more kids out. And that said to us that there was a real unmet need in the region for the type of thing that we do. So ever since, we have been building up different capacities. We have the Holt Center in Chestertown, we have our paddling rigs that go all over the bay. But one thing we've always wanted was a piece of property where we could teach children about how land use and activity on land impacts the Chesapeake Bay. So that was really the start of this whole idea. And we have been looking around quietly for a long time, and finally the stars aligned to acquire about 9 acres of property just adjacent to Chestertown. It's actually in Chestertown, right next to the rail trail. That is almost like a watershed in miniature. I mean, it has woods, it has non-tidal wetlands, it has warm grass meadow, it has marshes, it has swamp, and it has an outflow that goes right into the Chester River. And it's perfect for taking younger children and sort of introducing to the idea of what is a watershed, how does what happens on land ultimately impact the quality of water quality in the bay and in the river. We've spent the best part of 2 or 3 years putting the plan together for this. We've been aided a lot by some great consultants. So Miles Bernard is a landscape architect, has been helping us with the overplan. John Hutchinson and Joe Carlick are also helping. They're the designers for the small building we'll have out here, but are also playing a role in the greater site layout. We see the primary audience for the Lawrence Preserve as early child education, so pre-K through 6th grade. But we also see opportunities for older students through internships and fellowships, and we also see a lot of programs out here for the general public. Our goal, if we can swing it, is actually to have this be a publicly accessible property when we're not doing programs. So if you are a resident of Chestertown, you want to come take a walk and see some birds and see nature, you can come in here. So by making it open to the general public, our goal is to enlist a lot of other people who end up caring about this place and want to help us take care of it.
I think you'll find that.
Yeah, I mean, Chestertown's a great community. I think that, I'm really excited about that part, because I think ultimately this property will likely be surrounded by houses, and I think that will make this place even more special at that point. You know, our primary, the people we serve are public school kids. About 90% of the 14,000 students we serve every year are public school students. And until the last few weeks, public schools have really been closed. We just did our first in-person programs with kids in the last couple weeks that we've done in an entire year. We are slowly bringing back our in-person programs. So the first in-person programs that are really going to be going gangbusters is our paddling program. We actually have more paddling programs scheduled for this year than we've ever had for any year. And that's because it's ideal social distancing outside. So if you're going to take a field trip as a school, that is the natural way to go. So we have, starting this week, we have pretty much every day of our paddling rigs full through September. This summer, our summer programs will come back. We won't have the schooner Sultana this summer because the social distancing just really isn't possible yet for that. But pretty much all our other summer programs will be back this summer. And then we're crossing our fingers on a gradual return to normal school programming throughout the fall and into next spring. We have made plans for downrigging. We've gotten our permit from the town. We have all the players lined up. And I think we'll probably make an announcement about our plans for the event in May, but it will really take through about July to see what's possible. I'm optimistic we can have some sort of event. Whether it can be exactly like we've had it before, we'll have to see. I mean, we are outside, that does help, but we also had a ton of people, and that will be, you know, we're gonna have to see where we are in 2 or 3 months. Our challenge from a communication standpoint is always to have people understand that we're an educational organization, because they see the ship, and the ship looks like Pirates of the Caribbean, and, you know, sometimes people assume that's sort of what we do. The boat now is less than a third in terms of what we do capacity-wise with students. It's still a very important third, and it's a very impactful third. But we really have become, over the last decade, a very diverse organization that serves kids from pre-K through 12th grade. And with the exception of 2020, we've been growing at like a 15–20% clip for a decade every year. This property particularly will be very much focused on introductory nature programs and introductory science programs. And there's a unique need for science at the elementary school level that we think we can assist with. And especially after the last year when kids have spent a lot of it inside and a lot of it in front of screens, we're just eager to get kids out. I mean, look how beautiful this place is. There's a bald eagle flying right behind your head over there. I mean, we see turkeys back here, we see deer, and this is all 300 feet from downtown Chestertown. I mean, literally. And in that sense, it's just, we're really excited to bring people out here.